It's your boy Doug, and I am back at it again. In my last chapter, I was talking about what happened to my teeth, and I never really got to finish that, so I wanted to go ahead and finish it. So basically, after the guy had hit me, he had went to jail, and I was kind of reluctant to do that. I had to go to the emergency room. Apparently, in the midst of their meth binge, or whatever drug they were on, I had noticed that they went in the back room, but they had went in the back room a couple of times. It was only in retrospect that I realized that they were on drugs, and it was my fault because I have been around, because of my pill habit, I have been around junkies for so long that I made the mistake of thinking, no, these junkies are cool, I'm not worried about it. In retrospect, I believe that the girl set it up. The fact that I didn't know this guy, the fact that, I don't know, it just really didn't add up, because what he was saying really didn't make any sense. At first I thought it was just them being on drugs, but I've done all kinds of wonderful drugs. And I've never had a situation where I met somebody that went that vivid into this lie. You know what I mean? First of all, in order for me to hack into your phone, I kind of have to know something about you. Or at least have had met you once to know your name. I mean, I'm not just going to get into your phone. I could tell that he was already angry before he got there. And then it went from, I don't know, the story kind of skipped around a little bit. It went from, you hacked my phone, to you stole my credit card, to you hacked all of our phones, which I had told them, I'm not stupid. Even if that was the case and I was to hack your phone, I damn sure wouldn't do it sitting right next to you. I would have waited from home. And so basically that's how that went. And somewhere at the end of all this, after he hit me and all that, they all went into the back room, and apparently it was decided that they were going to call somebody to come and get me, which really didn't make any sense to me. Why they wouldn't just tell me to get the fuck out and leave and walk, I don't understand that. I don't understand why they would even call my brother in the first place. Now, like I said before, my brother is not, they obviously didn't know him, because my brother's not a punk. I mean, he's got tattoos on his neck. He's been to prison half of his life. So he's not the guy that you just fuck around, and I had felt that if anybody was there with me, that it wouldn't have happened. Nevertheless, him and his girlfriend and my ex-girlfriend all came and got me. I remember going out to the car and going to the emergency room, and a cop came to the emergency room. I don't even know who called the police. I guess one of my family members called him, because I didn't call him. When the cop came in, I had told him what had happened. I didn't really know the guy's name. I knew the girl's name was Melissa, that we actually went out to eat, and a couple of other things before that. This had been going on for like a month. So, I mean, a lot of things led up to this. I don't know if she just got on drugs real bad, had a bad trip, and actually thought that I hacked in her phone, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know why her paranoia would go towards that. Of course, people had told her that I was good on computers, so maybe she just jumped to the conclusion of, and when you deal with people who don't know anything about computers, you don't even have to be that good, and it seems impossible to them. So I tried to explain to her, I'm not as good, you know what I mean, but seeing me do the things that I can do, and her not being able to do anything, makes it look like I'm just brilliant, which it's not really that. I mean, that just comes from a lifetime of fucking them up and fixing them, and fucking them up and fixing them, and fucking them up and fixing them. So pretty much at the hospital, a lot of the things that I had went through was getting from the hospital back to the house. I really don't remember that. I remember taking my punch. My teeth were out. I had apparently cut my lip, or busted my lip real bad underneath there, and it was swollen. from my teeth coming out. But as far as teeth goes, they came out perfectly. They didn't break. They didn't do anything like that. They come out clean. I had my apparently my brother, when he was coming, he doesn't have a license. And coming into that kind of situation, not knowing what had happened, not knowing if they shot me, if they beat the absolute fuck out of me, not knowing, they had called one of my exes, who's still a dear friend of mine, to pick them up. We don't really talk much anymore. She's done moved on, and she's got another old man, and I've done kind of moved on. But we've remained friends. They got in the car, and his little girlfriend, my brother's girlfriend, Naomi, who is a whole different story that I'll get into in a later chapter, she was also there, and they come and got me, and they were the ones that talked me into going to the hospital. I just wanted to go home at that point. I felt that if they were going to kill me, they would have already did it. I wasn't too happy about losing my teeth, but other than that, it was already over, and I was ready to go. I do know that after that, he apparently he was already wanted or something, or he was already on parole or probation or something for something else. And I didn't even know the guy's name. That's how bad it was. I honestly don't know. I don't know whether I don't even know if he's still in jail, to be honest. I know that he got in a bad situation as far as that. I know that I think the girl kind of talked him into it. I'm not condoning what he did. Like I said, I hope he gets ass raped in prison repeatedly. But in retrospect, thinking of it now, I think that he was, I don't know, I think that he was kind of conned into doing that by her. Because she had mentioned something about someone hacking her phone before that. And I think that's where he got the hacking the phone thing. Apparently he hid from the police when they come to get him. I mean, I don't really blame him for that. I would have did the same thing. And they got him with that. Apparently, I don't know, I guess resisting arrest or whatever that charge would be. I don't even know what time he got. I was never called back to court. Apparently, they made him a deal with restitution and time, and he apparently took the deal because I never went to court over it. Of course, I was pretty shook up for several months after that. A lot of people have asked me, why don't you get that fixed? Like I said, I keep it as a reminder not to trust anyone. And that's my main motivation, so that every time I get up in the morning and look in the mirror, that's the first thing I see. And it reminds me, don't trust anybody today. So I don't really have that many friends. I can tell you that the people that came in and got me had to have been prepared, ready for a fight. I don't know if that's the case. I think that they didn't know what they were walking into. So, I don't know. It was just kind of, the whole thing was weird, and I lost my teeth over it. I never got a chance to get my teeth. I wish I would have got them, because I could have, did that. I don't think the dude knew I was blind. Like I said before, he had just met me, and I don't think he was intending to knock my teeth out. I think he was just intending to punch me in the mouth and didn't realize that he was going to knock my teeth out. Of course, I don't know. Anybody with tattoos on their face is not a good moral person. And so basically, he went to jail, and I've had a lot of problems because of it. I've had, it's caused me some issues. I'm not usually one to stick on one thing or another, but it did put me in a bad place for a long time. I'm glad that I'm kind of over it now. But, something like that happening to you, because I assumed that they were going to kill me. When you get put in that position, it puts you in kind of a weird headspace. So it's took me a while to kind of get over that. I guess that's what they mean by pain and suffering. But yeah, after he went to jail, I never heard anything else after that. I've kind of moved on from it, but not really. It's kind of easy for me. It's easily remembered by me because, like I said, every time I look in the mirror, I see it because I see my teeth. So anyway, I wanted to go ahead and tell that story. I wanted you know, when Christmas had came this year, that's what I said I wanted. I wanted my front teeth back, and this is why I made this video. So I wanted to go ahead and get that shit out of the way so that in future videos, when you see it, you would know, oh yeah, that's that douchebag knocked his fucking teeth out. So anyway, I'll be doing videos once a day, trying to upload them every day. Please subscribe to my videos. I'm pretty much writing a book, and this is the book. I'm going to tell you pretty much everything that's ever happened to me. So by the end of this, you should get to know me real well. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And I appreciate it, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.